All right. So here we go. We're back at it again. We actually figured out the audio now, so we're actually be able to listen to it now. So, all right, no face, you ready for this shit? I don't know what it is, what happened. Hopefully, after you listen to this audio, we're still spirit brothers, and you don't think that I may be possessed by something or someone or something, you know. But even if we are, we all got our own demons, right? I
It
call them
won't be
friends.
bad because they contacted you before me.
Huh?
I wouldn't be mad because they contacted you before me.
Hey man, well you already know, man. Come over to the house. You already know I got you, man. You already know. Then the first weekend you're able to come up here, man. You already know we got to go out to the woods, man, and have our own little spirit walk. You get what I'm saying? They'll come to you, man. You got to go look for them though.
Yeah. So what caused your spirit walk?
What
Like what
caused it?
triggered that?
So, what caused my spirit walk is like I went to Colorado, and then when I was out in Colorado, I met a mushroom guru out there, and he introduced me to some of his medicines. Now, I've been looking for a lot of medicines, you know what I mean, to be able to elevate my mental state and be able to understand a lot of things. Now, I wasn't never ever in a place where, a lot of the medicines that we use, from our indigenous tribes, because I'm descendant of Tarumaras from Mexico. And for anybody that doesn't know what a Tarumara is, you may want to look them up. Those motherfuckers cannot run any motherfucker out here. And in chanclas, look it up. Use the Google it.
Even the Kenyan?
Huh?
Even the Kenyans?
I don't know. Maybe they should race, bro, because I don't know the Kenyans. I can't talk shit about I can't talk shit about the Kenyans, man, if I don't know how fast they run. You feel me? It's like I know. Camaro SS can smoke a Mustang. You feel me? But I don't know about them. I can't talk shit about them. You know what I mean? But all I know is that Tarumaras are well known for being messengers. You know what I mean? They're known for running non-stop, non-fucking stop, bro. And we use our own personal medicines to be able to communicate with the gods and the spirits, to be able to allow us to give us the power that we need to be able to get these messages where they need to go. You know what I mean? Because the messages, it's always either a message of war is coming or we need peace. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was the main thing. You know what I mean? When I went out there, I met my boy. I want to give shout out to Nate out in Colorado with Jolly Mycology. He's the reason why I actually, had this encounter. You know what I mean? I was already very spiritual. And then I met No Face here, and then No Face put me on game on a lot of other things that I was missing out on. And look at me now. You know what I mean? And look at me and No Face now. Me and No Face are pushing on some things that, they're cooking in the kitchen. You know what I mean? But you know, you'll see them coming. You know what I mean? But I'm very thankful for that because I finally was able to reach a point in my life that I think it's time that I focus on myself, man. And like you told me, you know what I mean? Like you love the fact that my pictures and my videos, you know what I mean? And I love taking pictures and videos, it's what I love to do, you know what I mean? So I got to get back into my game, you know what I mean? As you see, I got back into my game with that, you know what I mean? Like getting back into pictures and videos. And ever since I did that, you feel me? Like I've been smiling, you know what I mean? I've been happy, you know what I mean? I'm happy that I'm out here again, to being able to talk to people and record stuff and like all this, you know what I mean? So I'm in a better place. You know what I mean? I'm in a better place both mentally and health. You know what I mean? Like I lost 12 pounds in a month, you know what I mean? Like a lot of my medications, like I don't need to take them anymore because like I'm not under the same amount of stress that I was getting put on when I was working and stuff like that. The company that I work for. I'm definitely not going to say the name of the company that I work for because they don't deserve to be named on my channel or in my video right now because this is about me. This is my channel. You know what I mean? You guys could read some of the stories. You guys will see the messages, but the thing is, the messages and the stories that you will hear was that I stood up for myself. I tried to create a team bond workplace. It didn't work. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to clean my office. I had to deal with black mold. I had to deal with the disgusting fucking office. I had to deal with the fucking office that smelled like piss. And my manager can tell you that it smelled like piss. You can ask the managers before that had shit land on top of them. You can ask them too. You know what I mean? But I don't need to say no names because I don't care. That's just in the past now. I got other shit to worry about. I got my future to look forward. Like you taught me I got my blinders on. You know what I mean? You say you got blinders on. I just throw my shades on, dog. That's all I do. I just throw my shades on. You feel me? Because it's game time, baby. You know what I mean? So, very thankful for that. You know, I'm very thankful for the spirit walk. And like I said, when you're ready to take your spirit walk, you know what I mean? I'll take you. You know what I mean? And I'll be there to guide you through it. You know what I mean? Because I know sometimes this shit can be scary. You know what I mean? I'm just very like, let's fucking go. Let's do it right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I was watching a fucking Joe Rogan's podcast, and shout out to Joe Rogan. But I was watching his podcast, and this guy was bringing him some. Have you heard of that Mad Bee honey? The Mad like honey or something like that. That it's from like Nepal, that like you eat the honey and it makes you fucking hallucinate and shit. It's like an hallucinogenic. So like the guy's telling him like, yeah, look, this is the honey, and then he hands it to Joe Rogan. He's like, oh, okay. And he's like, he grabs a spoon and he opens it and he's about to fucking do this. Was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's like, hold on, wait. He's like, let me give you a little, explanation about it first, and then you can have as much as you want. He's like, but let me just, let you know what's up. You know what I mean? And I think that's just how I am, like, if I'm gonna do it, fuck it, let's go right now. Right now, like, bro, it's like, hey, calm down, fool. Like, you know what I mean? So, I'm glad that I was able to go through that, because I'm able to talk to my brothers like you and let you know that what it's all about and what experiences you'll have, and also let you know and be that I can be there for you to guide you through your spirit walk. You know what I mean? So then that way you're able to have a more comfortable setting. You feel like you're not alone. We already feel like we're alone anyways. You know what I mean? Like, we already feel that shit. So, you know what I mean? When you have someone that's willing to back you up and help you out, it definitely makes a difference. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, just hit me up when you're ready and we'll make it happen. I already told you, man, we'll make it happen, baby. And then after that, you're going to see that your life is going to change, man. I can guarantee you, dude, your life's going to change. But, but yeah, man, that's how it all started.
I need to be birds. I just need physical touch. Like I said, okay, even if it's sad, they'll be able to understand. But since we're now we're on the same page, okay. So you did understand me what the fact about having a voice recorder, right? You can't just tell the lady you understand what I'm saying, yeah? Okay, cool. It might be awkward as fuck because I'm naked, but anything I can do just Alexa okay, just show me some boxers. No, just no. Okay, I wasn't expecting a lot of things on I want, okay. Like I said, I was. I hope I hope that doesn't actually like something maybe come back and then it's
So this audio is after you you ate some mushrooms?
Yeah, so after I took some of the medicine that I got, yeah, I was able to go. It was a very high. I it was just a medicine, like, but it was the mushrooms. The mushrooms was the main thing that was in there. Now, and there was specific. So my boy Nate, he's actually competing in the psilocybin cups. So the mushrooms that he has, they're not just your typical, drug dealer mushrooms, as you could say. Right now in the state of Colorado, mushrooms are legal. You know what I mean? So that's why when I took my trip out to Colorado, I was able to have this experience. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that they're legal. You know what I mean? So now, why are they illegal in places? I don't even know, man. It's just a mushroom. You understand? Like, I don't understand. Like, we can go to the store and buy some beer and get drunk, you know what I mean? But it's illegal for us to grow a mushroom and eat it and have, healing that has healing purpose. You know what I mean? Or and it has a lot of benefits to it, both mentally, physically, and a whole lot of things. But yeah, That's the main one was that, and I was very interested because there's actually the mushroom craze actually started when the mushroom craze actually started when in the United States, when a reporter from here from the United States, or a journalist from here from the United States, traveled to Mexico and met a lady down in Mexico. And then I'll provide another video with details talking about her story down in Mexico and how it all began. But he brought the psilocybin mushrooms over to the United States, but they were using them in Mexico to cure, themselves, to use. This is the medicine that they use to talk to their ancestors, to keep in touch with themselves, to keep in touch with animals and the plants, you know what I mean? And people don't understand that that's what it does. Mushrooms, you like, bring you together with everything that is has life, you know what I mean? And that's why I said, like, what?
You said that brings you in contact with your ancestors?
Right. Yeah, because like I said, one of the main things about, outside of the fact of this audio, was that my own personal experience, like when I went through this spirit journey, I was actually able to talk to my grandma and my grandpa. Now, my grandmother and my grandfather, they were healers, you know what I mean? They healed people. Like they healed people with their hands, you know what I mean? Like, and anybody, you can ask any of my family members. You can ask anybody that knows about this stuff, that this shit is real. You know what I mean? People try to tell you this shit ain't real. You know what I mean? So like I told everybody, is like, if I grew up watching my grandma heal people with her hands, she healed me with my hands, with her hands. You know what I mean? Made me feel better with her hands. So now, to me, like everybody wants to talk about religion and stuff, about how Jesus Christ was healing people, you know what I mean, with his hands. So it's like, if my grandma was healing people with her hands, why wouldn't I see my grandma as my Jesus Christ? You feel me? Like, so that's why to me it's very hard to try to follow directly into religions when they're like, believe in this, believe in this, believe in that. And it's like, this, only this guy can heal, only this guy can heal. And it's like, no, man, like, we got a lot of people out here that can heal. It's just that we're not willing to recognize them because I don't know why. Sometimes people just don't think that it's right. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not right. Now what they did too is the people that actually, I know a lot of people that heal, where they're at? In reservations. That's where they put them, in reservations. So if you're looking for a real healer, like that heals with their hands, you can find them in the reservations. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't know why we have to belittle people that hold those kind of gifts when you want me to believe a story of a man that used to go around healing people. You know what I mean?
So let's get back to the video.
All right, all right.
I mean, your audio.
All right. Let's go.
Yo,
So what's up?
so you think those mushrooms are your ancestors to speak to you?
Yes. So
That just sounds like two fucking different fucking voices on there.
yeah. So
3 or 4.
So like what happened was, on throughout, like, well, from what I remember, there's things I remember, there's things I don't remember. Now from what I remember was that it, for, like I said, a lot of things started happening, like a lot of information was coming into my head, like I don't know where it was coming from, I don't know who was telling me this shit, I don't know what it was, but like one of the main things was, like, I was in a bathtub and I was submerged in the bathtub, water was all the way up to my ears, all the way up my mouth. My nose was the only thing that was sticking out of the water. Now, whoever it was talking to me taught me that I needed to go in the water, put my hands like this, like that, right? Like that. But then I cover my face like that. And then I'm holding my nose like this. And then I'm covering my mouth like this. Like that. And so, like this. So, as you can tell, that's how I was talking. So pretty much when I was underwater, that's how I was able to communicate like this. Like that. So this is what I was doing when I was talking. I was talking like this. You know what I mean? So that changes my voice, the tone of my voice, but it doesn't change like how you're saying the different voices, right? But whoever I was talking to or talking to me, or not even talking to me, it's like you're there and like you just get like, it's like when you're thinking about, like, how could I say, like, I don't know, like the information just like, I don't know, would just like would appear in my head and I would think of something and I'm like, why am I thinking of that? You know what I mean? Now, like I said, they were telling me put that mask on and that's how you can talk. Now, another thing that I was told while I was on my spirit walk, I said my grandma actually came to talk to me. My grandfather came and talked to me. Now, what it is that I understand now where they talk about the fact that you become a vessel for spirits to talk through you. So what was happening was that what my grandma was telling me is like if I ever wanted to have anybody have a conversation with somebody, it's literally I would have to go through a spirit walk and literally plug in my headphones so I can listen to my music so that so that I can relax and listen to my music. But whoever's there, you know what I mean? Whoever is there trying to talk is gonna talk. You get what I'm saying? So it's like they're using me as a microphone as I'm sitting there jamming. Like I'm just in my own little world jamming, listening to music. But like how I'm talking to you right now, right? Like I'm sitting here, like I could be jamming, right? But I'm talking to you right now, right? So that's pretty much what's going on. Myself, you know, Mongo is out listening to music while we're sitting here having a conversation. Who you're having a conversation? I wouldn't know who you were having a conversation with. I just know somebody wanted to talk to you, or you came to me because someone wanted to talk to you. That's pretty much what my grandma was pretty much telling me because my grandma came to tell me because my dad was not able to be there when my grandma passed away. You know what I mean? So he spent uh, over 20 some plus years without seeing his mom, and then his mom passed away. You know what I mean? And I know my dad hurts from that. Now my grandma came to tell me to tell my dad that it was okay, that he didn't need to be sad anymore, that it wasn't his fault that he wasn't there, that she knows that she was doing everything for his family, and that's why he had to be far away, and that's why he didn't have the chance to be able to be there for her physically, but he was there providing for them, you know what I mean, sending them money, making sure they're good, you know what I mean, making sure their bills are paid and stuff like that. And she wanted me to relay that message over to my dad, you know what I mean? Like, so I did relay that message over to my dad. And I actually texted the message the way my grandma wanted me to say it. Like I would text my pops the way my grandma wanted me to write the message. It wasn't because like like I wrote it in my own words. Like my grandma, like I was typing and like it's certain words that I wouldn't write in certain ways. You know what I mean? Like I told you before. You know what I mean? Like if like someone can send a text from my phone to you asking you something and you right away you're like it's not this fool. Like I know how he talks. You know what I mean? Like it was like that. You know what I mean? And it was a very interesting experience, man. Like to be able to like tell my dad like, hey, my grandma wanted you to know this and like. And one of the main things that I know that made it true, you know, where to my dad believed what I was saying, because my dad for one believes on all this stuff. He grew up around all this stuff, so he knows this shit's true and it's real. But the one way that he knew that I was being for real was because my grandma always used to say that my grandpa was being chased by some other lady. You know what I mean? Some other lady was after him. You know what I mean? She would always say that, and she wanted me to tell my pops to tell him like, hey, I finally scared that lady away, and now my grandpa's on mine. You know what I mean? Like, so when I told my dad that, like, he's like, yeah, you agree, that's your grandma. You know what I mean? Like, that's you. You sound like just like your grandma, and that's your grandma. So to me, that was clarification that the fact that I know the experience that I had was legit. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't need anybody to tell me otherwise that in regards to my experience. You know what I mean? All I need to know is like I want to try to find out what's in this audios. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what's in the audio because maybe there's messages in this audio that we need to find out and see what it really was. You know what I mean? Because maybe I just need help from somebody, you know what I mean, to try to help me figure out what's going on.
That's crazy, fool.
Yeah. It's one of the most craziest experiences that I've ever had. And ever since I had that experience, my life has changed.
I had something like that before my dad passed away.
Yeah?
Like his mom, his
Uh-huh.
mom came to me in a dream, and she had told me that his time was up.
Yeah.
I had not to kick him away there. Then she said, "Well, I'll leave him there for a little bit longer." And
And
fucking like maybe 2 years later, he passed away.
And then now after and I am very sorry about your loss, brother. And I was there at that funeral with you, and may his body rest in peace, but his soul walks amongst us. You know what I mean? He's always watching us. You know what I mean? He's always right behind you. Now after you had that experience, and his mom came and told you, that it was his time was up, and gave you some more time. Did that make you change in any type of way? No?
Well, check this out. I ran the fucking ring my dreams down,
You
and
were
it has a date and shit when I put it, and And when she told me that shit,
Yeah.
my dad passed away in 2020.
In 2020. Yeah. Oh shit.
He came to me in fucking 2019.
Yeah. Now,
That's just fucking crazy.
it shit is crazy. And you want to know what's crazy too? Like you talk about like that. Look, I'm gonna go grab a book real quick, huh? All right. So another experience that happened to me. There was a time where I moved up here to Phoenix. I'm out here by myself, and I met my wife. You know what I mean, and everything. And we were having a hard time, you know, and I had to stay over at her grandpa's house, which I love that, man. Shout out to Tata. I love you, Tata. Thank you for everything. I'll never forget that and everything and anything that you did for us, Tata. I love you. But I was there. We were staying there for a couple weeks, and I remember one day I had a dream, and I told my wife about it, and I'm like, there was this lady, like it was just weird, like this lady like was sitting in your grandparents' room, and I just happened to walk in there, and I described the lady, you know, her curly white hair and like short and like all this, you know, description, and then she looks at me, she's like, that's my grandma. She's like, that's my grandpa's like grandmom, you know what I mean? And I'm like, for real? She's like, yeah, look. And then we went into the same room where I saw her, which is her grandparents' room. She's like, look, she's right there. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, that's the lady. And then what I told my wife was what threw me off was that she was in there and she pointed like towards the closet. She's like, oh, over there, like telling me like over there. You know what I mean? And I told her I was like, she was pointing at something like the corner of the closet. So now in her grandparents' room, there's not a closet, but in the other room there is a closet. And so then we went through the closet, and this is what I found.
Oh,
So this book says Magic and Medicine of Plants. Now, nobody in her grandparents' house, nobody there like knows where this book came from. Nobody knows whose book this is. Nobody knows how it got in the house. Nobody knows who could have brought it in there, how it ended up in that closet, and any of that. Like they are you know, they are from South Carolina. You know, they're South Carolina, born and raised South Carolina people. You know what I mean? I love them. I love this. They're from the South, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how much we have in relation, bro, from people from the South. Like that's one of the things. Like me meeting her grandparents and meeting her and everything has made like give me a completely different aspect of what the South is all about, bro. You know what I mean? We talk about the South Side, you know, we talk about the South Side and we talk about the struggles we had on the South Side because we call it the South Side. You know, we call it the ghetto. You know what I mean? Like to them, the South, bro, is the same way we lived. You know, the same struggles we deal with, they dealt with the same struggles. You feel me? Like they're talking to me about, you know, being able to only grow up on eating like rice and beans, you know, and like fucking just being able to eat fucking tomatoes and shit because like that's what they had over there. You know what I mean? Fucking shooting squirrels and eating squirrels, bro. Like it's wild, bro. Like it's so crazy. Like how can like just like how we say like, oh, we're brown and we're from the South Side and like we grew up a fucked up life and yeah, we do. You know what I mean? But then to hear that from them, like damn, like they're from the South talking about all that's how I got to know what grits were. Like grits is like this corn like meal that they use, bro. Like it's fucking delicious. You put some eggs and some butter in it. You have to have butter on that shit when you come up. I'll let you try them, bro. Trust me, for breakfast, some grits and some fucking biscuits and gravy for breakfast, bro, is the most fucking delicious thing that I've ever had from the South, man. Like and but it's crazy how like we're so far away. It's two different kinds of South, but it's still the same struggles, you know? And that's why I relate with so many people from the South. That's why I relate to like Jelly Roll's music, you know, because that's what he talks about growing up in the South, you know what I mean? Growing up like in the ghetto, pretty much, you know what I mean? Like trailer trash, like what they call trailer trash, bro, is what we call the ghetto. You know what I mean? To them, trailer trash is being the ghetto. You know what I mean? Like, so when like they refer to them as that, you know what I mean? That's just pretty much what it is. You know what I mean? So that's why I love and relate to them. But yeah, bro, but this is this book, man. Like this shit has like tells you every single plant that is like out there, what you can do with it, like what it does to you, like what it can, like just everything, medicine on plants, bro. Like, and nobody knows where the book came from, but the book came to me. That's all I know. But yeah, man, that's how it was. But yeah, so want to get back to the audio and see what we got going on with that, because I know you got some things you got to do, no face. So don't want to take too much more of your time, man. And we could always schedule another day, bring a couple more guests in here, you know what I mean, and start chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let's see. All right. We can listen to one audio, and we can make another video and listen to it. Alright, you guys ready? So we're starting at the 1 minute mark, right?
Were you in the deprivation?
In the bathtub. Yeah. Bathtub.
Then you're gonna really understand now why I've always been to talk my own personal spiritual side, because I know that there's more to humans than what we really think. You know, we know there's more to humans than
I know, right? It definitely sounds like the audio from The Exorcist, man. Like, that shit's crazy.
It's kind of like the way I see it. Not the way I see it. Okay. All these fucking. Okay, this shit fucking expensive to do, but I just got this very hard, right? Yeah, I just like this. And then I want to show you something cool. I figured out how to be able to. I actually figured out that I can raise my own vibrational frequencies, and I'm just like how you touch me like that. I'm gonna show you right now, and you're just gonna be like, oh, well, I don't know how you're gonna be, because I can't actually sit here.
All right, since I have CapCut and stuff, what I'm gonna do is like try to see if I can take that audio and maybe add it to like a video or something, and try to mess with like the audio and stuff, and try to see if I can get it like, you know, like where I can actually see what's actually happening.
When you were speaking that, were you having like images in your mind or something going on?
Yeah, so there was a lot of like information that I was getting. Like, I felt like I was just getting downloaded a lot of information. Now, one of the main things that I do remember was that I kept like getting a lot of Egyptian images. Like, that's one of the main things. One of the main things that what I was being told was that the whole like way the reason why I was under the water was because I was imitating what they talk about in the Egyptian pyramids, where they talk about the healing temple. All I know is that there's a healing temple inside the Egyptian pyramids. Now, which one is it? I don't know. I just know someone told me there's a healing temple in there. Now, what you do is you go in there, you submerge yourself into the water inside this big old temple, and then the big old pyramid or whatever chamber that you're in. Now that you leave your nose out like that, but then when you're under the water, you take deep breaths in through your water, through your nose, and then like when you're letting it out, you're vibrating, like you're humming, so that you make your whole body vibrate. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I was doing, you'll hear in one of the audios where I'm actually elevating my my vibration frequency. So like there was things where I was going and I was like I would hum, but like I would hum to where it's like a car going. So I would be like. You see how like goes from like low and then it fucking like spikes up like that. So
Yeah.
what they were telling me was that when you're under the water and you're vibrating like that, you're elevating your own like your frequency, your energy frequency. You're elevating your energy frequency. Now, because you're elevating your energy frequency, what you're doing is with the vibration of your humming, you're vibrating all your molecules. So then all the molecules inside your body, they're all vibrating way faster than what they were normally. So then you're elevating your energy levels. So, and that's what they were telling me that you're supposed to do within inside those chambers is elevate your energy levels to be able to heal yourself, because that's how you're able to heal and regenerate all like the atoms and like all the bad cells and stuff that are inside of you and stuff like that. Hi, mama. Yeah, I'm a mama. Yeah, I'm a mom right now, baby. Daddy's recording, all right, baby? I'll see you.
You know about when they ring, they heal you.
Is it when what?
That
Really?
church bells or any type of fucking bell.
Because of the
I
vibrations?
think, yeah. I forgot what year the government got rid of the bells when they figured that shit out.
Oh, seriously?
They
Damn.
took them away so they didn't want the bells ringing so people wouldn't heal.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, man, and like that's
It
what.
doesn't even really matter like what frequency or hertz it is. It's just a fucking bell.
Yeah, yeah.
Like how you saying about the vibrations and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because that's been one of the things. Like a lot of people, like they all talk about like you need to elevate your vibration. You know what I mean? They always say elevate your vibration, but they never tell you like you have to look up how. You know what I mean? So now one of the other things that I started practicing was Kundalini meditations. Now, Kundalini meditations apparently they're a little more out there, more crazy, like more very not more out there or crazy. How can I say like very like intense meditations. You know what I mean? Now, right now, I'm gonna show you like like how I normally practice like my Kundalini meditation. And a lot of times what's happened is that when I do practice the Kundalini meditation, um, like there's a lot of like body jerking that happens like when you're doing these meditations. Now, will I be able to get my body to jerk right now while we're on like to do it while I'm doing the meditation? I don't know, but if it happens, you'll be able to see it. You know what I mean? But normally it does happen, and I just feel like um a lot of like I don't know, like it feels crazy. Like there's even times where I've like done a certain meditation and then like I open up my chest and I drop my shoulders and I just sit there, and then next thing I know I feel like my vision like kind of like turns like yellow. Like turns yellow. You know how when we're playing like when we're playing Call of Duty and you can use that rage mode or whatever, right? And you like go and then everything just goes and you feel like you do that shit. That's what it feels like, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I go into. I would go into like just like a mode where it's like and I'm just like what the fuck? But then when I did that Kundalini meditation, something told me that is how like all these gods that the Hindu gods that they talk about and stuff, all these Hindu gods, that's what they used to do. Kundalini meditations, which then I would allow them to be able to receive all these like superpowers to be able to like be strong and be able to fight at wars. So that's why they color them. For what this is just what some like what I was information that came in. I'm not saying this is real. I'm just telling you what I was told. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Because I want to know if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But they said that the reason why they paint them blue is because that yellow mode that I told you that I feel like I see is that that's you going into like a beast mode type of shit. Like from what I understood from the information that was relayed over to me.
Well, kind of like a demigod.
Huh? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So then like, but yeah, that's pretty much what was happening with all that. With Kundalini meditations. But watch. I'm gonna try. Oh, fuck. Yeah, because normally what I do is like I'll just stretch my shoulders out, and then I make sure that I roll my shoulders back, and then like I put my hands together so that way it opens up my chest. But then like I start taking like deep breaths. But then when I take a deep breath, it's like I hold it, and then I let my body drop again, and then you feel like the air is like kind of like compressed in your body, and then out of nowhere you start like feeling like these things going on in your head, and then your body starts feeling some type of way, and then like it's just crazy. Um, yeah, but you want me to show you now, or you want me to show you another day?
Maybe another day 'cause it's getting close for me to go get my kids.
All right, yeah. I know you're in a time crunch, so that's why I'm like, I was gonna do it, but then I'm like, maybe we could leave it for another day, man. But we did bring up the subject about Kundalini meditation, and maybe you can, if you don't know anything about it, or maybe you just, you know some things, but you kind of want to maybe try to understand some more of it before we do it. That way, kind of like you might have more questions about it, right? I mean, yeah, it'd be best that way. But yeah, but I think what I'll do is. You know what? Like we did go over some of the audio, and we can tell that we can hear some different voices. Now on YouTube, I know that I have an option to be able to add it as podcasts and stuff. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and drop both of the audios on the podcast thing, on the podcast channel, and then I'll go ahead and share them. So then that way people can just go and listen to the podcast themselves, the audio, and then or I'll add it on and I'll make a video of the audio, and then people can comment there like what they think it was or what they feel like maybe it's being said or stuff like that. And then that way we get some feedback on that, because that's literally what we're looking for, to really fucking find out what is going on here. Like, why is this shit happening? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, right now, then I just want to thank you for your time. You know what I mean? I want to thank you for hanging out with me at Mongo Studios. You know what I mean? Fucking talking about this audio and shit, because it's just wild, man. It's some wild ass fucking audio. So I'm happy that you're able to experience this shit with me here. And like I said, we'll let you guys know once his clothing line drops, because I will be advertising that out here on Mongo Studios. You will be watching me rocking the the gear there. You know what I mean? Let's support. Hey, look at that. You see that? There we go with the designs right there, baby. You see that? Yeah. That's a teaser. Yeah. So there you go. That's a little teaser. So you see, you got that shit coming, all right? So everybody stay tuned. Stay tuned for the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe to No Face's channel. All right, I will share his channel in the description. I'll put the links on there for the socials and stuff like that. That way you guys can find us, hit us up, let us know what's good, and give us your feedback. You know what I mean? Let us know what you guys really think is going on, because I want my wife to be able to sleep at night. She thinks I'm possessed or something. All right, No Face, you got anything else to say to everybody? Nah? Alrighty, well, till next time.